This action gets paired with the action of using our knees to go into a drop. And this is the companion to the action where our feet came together and we went to a rise. This is the other end of the spectrum. We're going to complete this with a body drop, our feet coming apart. We're going to exaggerate it so that we have a nice deep sort of body drop. And we're going to use our knees to drop even further. So this really sort of has a feel of something coming from, I don't know, maybe the Tai Chi world, but it has a beautiful affect when we approach Kazushi. Because again, if you have trained to go into a body drop position or your feet coming apart, your center of gravity goes down, and then you'd say, hey, I think I need a little extra drop here. And you've trained to get that reflex into your knee and hip actions, you have a big advantage on people who haven't trained themselves to do that. Because normally, when you're hooked up with another person and they fall into a trap of body drop, what's their posture do? It tends to rock forward. They compensate for the extra drop by breaking posture, like they're reaching down to pick up a pencil or something. That's a big no-no. Every time you go into drop, you'd like to let your knees get engaged in this sort of squatting activity. Doesn't have to be extreme, just to your own range of motion, your own range of comfort, what your knees can create, and to allow that to function as an activity of proper posture with a little extra knee flex. And that's a very useful tool. That comes in just at the very end of the turning actions we just did. We make the turns with the closed hips, the hands come together, and then we step back and we make this dropping action. Notice that this foot doesn't slide around. Body drop and bend the knees. Body drop and bend the knees. You'll see other forms of it where it's just body drop like this, body drop like this. Those are fine too. If you got bad knees and you don't need this deep, deep thing in your life, it's just going to cause you pain. I understand you don't have to do it. But if you have the knees for it, it behooves us to take that half step back, drop into it with the knees, rise, come back to square. Half step back, drop into it with the knees, rise, come back to square. Cool? So here we go. Hands together. Good. 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 Now the path that the arms make, if he turns sideways, you'll be able to see this a little easier. As he steps back onto this side to face the camera, his hands and his body, go ahead, step back, will descend in an arc and rise up like a ellipse. And he goes to the other direction, down, up, rise. So if you put those together, you would have a movement of the hands like an infinity signal or infinity sign turned on its point of axis at the middle. You kind of get the feel what I'm talking about? Okay, so let's do that together. We drop back and down, up, drop back and down, and up. And as much as possible, we want those hands to define that without any extra swinging in the arms and shoulders. We'd like to see that action take place largely from the actions of the knees. Okay, so one more time. Knees do it for you, hands staying centered. Knees do it for you, hands staying centered. Good. So that concludes the walking kata and the technical discussion for today.